In beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the Boston College Eagles and the James Madison Dukes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Eagles kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Leads it with the bat. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's McKenzie. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
BC back to work after picking up the first down. He'll do it himself, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna run it. It's Dickens. Bounced off his feet.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to pass. It's McKenzie. Looking down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. James Madison sends him. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. Finding some room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down to avoid doing it again. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
And the Dukes decide to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They believe they can run right here. There's some room. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Man, he's already got 43 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Fires to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
You bust a big, long run play, and then I think all eyes get on the running back right away. And how about this offense with the ability to switch pace really quickly, go from the big run, now take the shot down the field, showing you the balance that can make this offense really dangerous.
They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Trying to run, it's Dickens. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll run it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Going to the running game. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
To the air. It's McKenzie. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Dukes will call on their punt team. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Dickens. Shows him the stiff arm. He has 60 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Now the play fake. It's caught. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter. He's got enough to give Boston College the first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Fighting off the defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's McKenzie. Rushes on him. Being chased. And they got him for the sack. Had good protection for a minute. Tried to create a little more time, and the defense was there to stop it.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Dickens. Might have a chance. He has 89 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the 2nd level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
On the run, it's Dickens. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Gives it on the option. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Looking downfield on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. A full dive to haul that one in.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Just feeds the running back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Back to pass, it's McKenzie. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he wants it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage and he knocked it away.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. He wants to change this route. From the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Running inside, it's Dickens. On the move is the 30. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Plays that one perfectly, exceptional accuracy on the punt. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to throw. It's McKenzie. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And it's a sack. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After that sack, the offensive line better get it stuffed together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. Nice move there. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it. Finds a seam. Touchdown, James Madison. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I think coming into this game, we thought it was going to be a back-and-forth affair. What a great job executing on that touchdown. If they get this extra point, man, we are all tied up, hitting it at halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he added the extra point. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Bears, looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Dropping back, it's McKenzie. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it down the right side. Oh, he's getting ahead of stick. Touchdown, Eagles. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Punts it out of the air. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeps it on first down. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
To the air, it's McKenzie. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Dickens. Got a little grass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
This Boston College offense has it working. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Running inside. It's Dickens. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, 2nd miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Offense makes its way onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickens. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's McKenzie. Going to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. All the way back. Touchdown, Eagles.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Duke's in the hurry up. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the Dukes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The run inside. It's Dickens. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To throw, it's McKenzie. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
Punt is on its way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happening up at this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A+ level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Under fire, and down he goes.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's going to take a shot. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. Man, this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run, and as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Going to the run, it's Ray. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Running inside, it's Ray. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Field goal is good. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. And you want that clock to run. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Ball down at the 7-yard line. Good return after the pick, and now they are in business.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to going over the top. He's got it on the right. Oh, a lot of space. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dukes.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. College sending the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Delayed handoff. It's raised. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's raised. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's McKenzie. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Give as they work on that clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.